When you think of Honda's legendary Type R badge, your mind drifts to the usual suspects: the Civic, the Integra, and of course the NSX, all icons of the JDM world. Rev happy, track focused, and loud enough to wake up your mom from 2 towns over. But there was another one no one really talks about. A Type R that wore a button-up shirt, dropped its kids off at school, went to the office, and then sliced up the back roads like a samurai on the way home. Yes, the Honda Accord. But not the one your dad bought and forgot to change the oil on. This is the Accord Type R, also known as the Euro R in Japan. The Accord has always been the sensible one in Honda's lineup: reliable, efficient, and just exciting enough to make you not fall asleep on the highway. But by the late 90s, something strange was happening at Honda. Their engineers had gone mad in the best way possible. The Civic Type R had just dropped, the Integra Type R was a scalpel on wheels setting the tuner world on fire, and the NSX-R was a love letter to Ayrton Senna and setting every racetrack on fire. So Honda thought, what if we gave the Accord a dose of that magic? But instead of turning it into a boy racer, what if we gave it class? This isn't your Aunt Betty's Accord. Under the hood lives a legendary H22A7 engine, a 2.2-liter naturally aspirated dual overhead cam VTEC screaming redline wailing piece of art. Journalists praised the Type R for its ability to handle like an F-14 at the hands of Maverick, and its tendency to give an unmatched driving experience, all while still being able to seat 4 people in relative comfort and without making a dent in your wallet. So then, the Europeans were having a hoot with their red badge toy, but Japan doesn't want to let the Europeans have all the fun. Enter the Accord Euro R, known as the CL1 and later the CL7. Same spirit, but refined in that classic JDM way we all know and love. CL1 Euro R kept the H22A7 engine, but the CL7, released in the 2000s, got the legendary K20A. That's right, the same high-revving, naturally aspirated 2-liter engine from the Civic Type R, but this time in a family car. The CL7 had 217 horsepower, a 6-speed manual, a locking differential, and a chassis that felt more like a Beyblade than a sedan. It was quick, smooth, and revved like a banshee on a Red Bull. And yes, still front-wheel drive, but the torque steer, nearly non-existent. So why don't we remember this car? Why did the Accord Type R and the Euro R fade into the shadows? Well, it's not flashy, it doesn't have a wing the size of a dinner table, it doesn't scream boy racer or Fast and Furious like the Integra and Civic Type Rs. It screams, I have a mortgage, but I still want to have some fun. In a world obsessed with Skylines and Supras, the Accord was just too subtle, too grown up, too responsible. But for those who knew, for those who actually drove one, the Accord Type R was the thinking man's sports sedan. It was the M3 for people who preferred VTEC to 6 cylinders, for people who liked having fun over flashiness. A car that looked like a PTA member, but moved like a touring car. Today, these cars are unicorns, especially the Europe-only CH1 Type R, with fewer than 2,000 units ever made. The Euro R, Japan kept most of them, as always. But slowly, they're getting more and more recognition. Importers are bringing them in, builders are constantly case-swapping their cars, and tuners are finally just waking up to how capable these forgotten Type Rs really were. It's a blank canvas, a sleeper, the ultimate, wait, what the hell is that kind of car? So no, the Accord Type R didn't have a turbo. It didn't star in a Hollywood movie. It didn't become a video game icon, but it did something better. It quietly, confidently, and ferociously carved up backroads and outhandled cars twice its price, all while looking like it belonged in a business car park and giving its owners immense joy. And because of that, you forgot all about them, but maybe, just maybe, it's time you remembered.